Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to tell you about coral and coral reefs as they're an important part of ocean ecosystems. So let's start with fact number 1. Coral reefs are not just one of the most thriving marine ecosystems, they're also one of the most prolific on earth. In fact, they're nicknamed the rainforests of the sea. Like rainforests on land, they are home to more than a million species. In fact, many coral reef scientists are still discovering new species living in coral reefs. Although coral reefs cover less than 1% of the Earth's surface, almost a quarter of all the ocean species depend on these reefs for food and shelter. Not just that, the life here is so incredibly diverse. For instance, the northwestern Hawaiian island coral reefs support more than 7,000 diverse species. Now, fact number 2. Did you know that coral reefs are alive? They may look like rocks, but these are live organisms. In fact, many of them attach themselves to the seafloor through roots. So, are they plants? No. Since they cannot produce their own food, they are not plants either. In fact, they are animals and often eat organisms that float by. Now, fact number 3. A coral mound consists of many tiny animals called polyps. Some of these polyps are very small, while some can be as big as a foot in diameter. They are invertebrates closely related to anemones and jellyfish. Some polyps are individually, such as the mushroom coral, while some live in large colonies forming reef structures. A polyp has a sac-like body with a mouth encircled by stinging tentacles. It uses carbonate calcium from the seawater to build itself a hard cup-shaped skeleton. It builds multiple skeletons which later form a sectional structure that protects its soft body. Polyps use their tentacles to capture small organisms like plankton that float too close. The polyp skeleton is white like most animals, however, most of them have a clear body. So, where do the polyps get their brilliant coloration? The color comes from the millions of tiny algae that live in the polyp tissue. These algae have a brilliant pigment that is visible through the polyp's clear body. The relation between polyps and algae is perfectly symbiotic. The algae get shelter and use the coral's metabolic waste for photosynthesis. The corals in turn benefit from the ocean produced and waste removed by the algae. This partnership had ensured that coral reefs are some of the oldest thriving ecological diverse communities on the planet. Now, fact number 5. Not all corals are hard. Some corals, like sea fans, are known as soft corals because of their soft, flexible bodies. But coral reefs are built by hard corals whose polyps create a hard calcium carbonate skeleton. Like other animals, corals also reproduce, and many of them prefer to live in colonies. Together, these colonies become coral reefs. Reef-building corals come in a wide range of shapes, accounting for the diversity of reef structures. For instance, branching corals actually have branches, while table corals form table-like structures. Encrusting corals grow as a thin layer of elk-horn coral have thick branches that resemble an elk's antlers. Now, fact number 6. Even though polyps are tiny organisms, they can build colonies and reefs that stretch over miles. But colonies take time to build, and therefore some reefs are thousands of years old. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is at least 20,000 years old. The long life Great Barrier Reef the long life and slow building process is possible because the polyps grow and reproduce slowly. Now, fact number 7. Coral reefs are classified into 3 types: fringe reef, barrier reef, and atoll. Fringe reefs grow close to the shoreline, while barrier reefs grow at a little distance from the shoreline. An atoll starts as a fringe reef around a volcanic island. When the island sinks, the coral completely takes over, covering the area and forming an atoll. That's all for today's video. Hope you like it. I genuinely appreciate that you watched my video. Please subscribe and comment. Bye.